How you going, guys? Raw Cow here. Sorry there's been a lot of radio silence this last couple of weeks. I've been struggling with a few things myself, which, I've got some videos. I'm just yet to upload them because I feel guilty sometimes about letting stuff out, which is the epitome of this channel. It discusses that we, as males, or masculine figures, whether you're male or female or whatever you identify as, and that's not me belittling identification. That's just saying whatever you identify. We have this tendency of trying to hold on to grief and not let people know and not let people see. So I've just got off the phone to a counsellor. Like I put myself forward for some counselling because a couple of things. About a year ago, actually almost to the day. I think it's about a week off. I overdosed as an attempt to end my life, and coming clean on that's a bit difficult, a bit rough. I've only let a couple of people know that, but I feel like that's necessary to let people know that I'm not this guy sitting here just telling you, oh, things can be shit and you can get better. Like I'm letting people know that things have been pretty shit, and I've kind of pushed past them. And also I've had a few deaths in friendships, family, and people I'm fairly close with through work, and one that is quite strange, one that's really stuck with me. And I mean, like I said, I've lost some friends, I've lost some family, I've lost some close people. I had a client I've worked with for a while, and he passed away, and I was providing CPR on him, and he didn't pull through. He ended up passing away. And I just held on to this feeling of guilt that I had made the mistake, that I'd done the wrong thing. And I know I hadn't. Like, I know I've done all I can to obviously make sure they're okay. Or make sure he was okay. Obviously, he passed because of other complications. And I did what I could. So I need to accept that. And the thing is, saying it out loud, I can say I accept that. I can tell you all right now, I know I did everything I could, and it's all fine. Unfortunately, in myself, I have moments where I sit there and think, maybe if I had done more chest compressions, maybe if I had got him in a better position, maybe if I'd called the ambulance earlier, all these kind of things I keep holding on to as, my failings, which again is hard. And like I tell all you guys, you need to be able to understand when you've done something wrong, understand that things can't be changed, and move past that. And that's obviously my attempt with counselling today. So it's been a bit of a struggle, but also I just want people to understand as well that this whole complex that we have as males, or masculine figures, is this knight in shining armor or savior complex, and I feel like we do that too much. I still try and help exes. I still try and help people that have fucked me over so royally. People that I know are not there for me. When I sit there and I'm upset and feel like I need to talk to someone, I can't call these people, but I know that they can call me, and I need to make sure I can let them call me, because I'm fearful that if I don't help them, I'm letting everyone down. Which is horrible, because it's something that I need to also know when my cup's full. When my level of stress, when my level of anxiety, when my level of depression, when my mental state is just so drained, I need to know when I can turn around and go, look guys, I'm so sorry, but I can't be the one to help you on this. And that's what I think we all need to do. So it's quite dark. It's quite struggle for me today. So this video is probably going to be looked at as rambling or whatever, but I've just, like I said, I've found my spot, which is just a dirt road out in the bush, where I get to sit down and have 5 minutes to myself and think of all the things that have gone on in my life, positive and negative, and try and push through it. And the one thing I did notice with the counsellor today is they always do that, are you going to harm yourself, are you going to do this, are you going to do that, but they all have their own methods of being in the moment, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you think of the past, generally it causes depression, because you're constantly regretting things, you're constantly having issues with things. If you are fearful of the future, it generally is anxiety. I have both, unfortunately. I'm fearful of things that are going to happen in the future. I'm fearful of things that have happened in the past, and I regret things that I haven't changed or couldn't change. I'm obviously coming slowly to terms with it. I'm coming to terms with it, obviously, because I'm willing to talk about it with you guys, you strangers, people I haven't met before, people that barely talk to me, or some people that don't even comment on the my videos. But yeah, I feel like just we need to start being more in the moment, and that's what this psychologist was talking to me about. He was saying, like when you're struggling and you're thinking too far forward or too far back, so just look around you, like look at a tree, look at a rock on the ground, and pay close attention to the tree, pay close attention to the rock, and like look at everything on it, look at everything, and try and focus on those tiny details, the vein in the leaf, or the different grades in the rock, the different sediment layers or different colors and patterns, and try and let that be your focal point. And that will then move you from being thinking of the past or thinking of the future. You'll be more focused on the current moment you're in. Another thing is great for that is pets, like dogs. Dogs are the epitome of it. I mean, you can yell, spit, kick, whatever, a dog, and 2 minutes later it will run back to you for cuddles. Like that's the epitome of what people should be. People should be essentially dogs in that sense. We should be able to look at the negatives and kind of go, nah, that's in the past, or that hasn't happened yet. Why am I scared about that? So be more like dogs. Be more like dogs, people. But yeah, so a good thing also is just inwards thinking. Think of positives on yourself, and that's what I've been trying to do today. I've sat here and I've kind of tried to think of, obviously I can't change the past, the future's yet to happen, so I need to focus on what's going on with me right now. And like I said, that's the biggest struggle for me, because I constantly I overwork. I'm a workaholic. Anyone that knows me, and I know a few of you guys are watching this video going, yes, fuck yes. I work pretty much every day. I every now and then will have like a day off, but a day off for me will generally be I only work 2 or 3 hours. I might be lucky to have a day off a fortnight. And that's a day off as in a full 24 hours of me just chilling out, not sending bills, sending quotes, lifting stuff, doing paperwork, working on the next job, or getting stuff ready for the next job. It's very rare for me to do that. And when I do those days, I actually really feel more anxious, because I can't kind of settle down. And that's why I work 3 jobs. I need those extra jobs and those extra distractions to try and focus myself or keep myself distracted from issues. And I know a lot of guys that do that, and I know a lot of people that do that in general, because there's that idea that, and I use the excuse that I want to retire by the age of 40. There is probably no way in hell I'm going to retire by the age of 40. Like I'm using that as an excuse to work harder, work longer. And when I'm 40, I'll probably be like, oh, I just want to retire by 50. And then if I make to 60, I'll be like, oh, I just want to retire when I'm 70. And that's it. Like there's always those moments where we'll try and push ourselves further and further and further. And that's what I've been doing lately, to try and distract myself. But yeah, it's been good. And I think that now, I assume some of you are watching this and thinking, what the hell is he on about? He's been talking for ages, and it's looped. And this is generally what will happen after I'll have a discussion with a psychologist or a counselor or whatever, because my mind is still racing. My adrenaline's up. I don't know if many of you can see, I'll admit it, I cried, man. I cried, I screamed, I yelled, I punched shit. And that's ways for me to try and release the feelings of, self-doubt, of loathing, of, depression, anxiety. They're not exactly the best. Same with drinking, not exactly the best idea. But yeah, I just want you all to know that, this has been a really great journey for me, being able to talk to you guys. And as much as some people say, oh, this is really helpful because it's allowing me to see vulnerability in males, it's allowing me to acknowledge my own flaws, this has actually helped me a lot. Being able to vent, I guess, to people. Right now, where I live, I don't really have many friends I can actually have face-to-face. Obviously, with COVID, not many people can. My mum, dad, little brothers are in a different state. My little sister's in a different state. I missed her birthday recently. My older brother's overseas, missed his birthday. Highly likely that I'm going to miss my, niece or nephew's birth next year because of all this COVID crap. I've missed my foster brother's and foster sister's birthday. Like, it's been real shit. And I'm, my birthday's next week, and I'm, not really going to look forward to a birthday party where it's going to be, me and maybe one or two other people. And that's people that I live with. It's, I can't have friends over. I can't interact with people. But yeah, so I actually want to say thank you guys for today. You've allowed me to have this, 10-minute vent. You've allowed me to kind of declutter my mind, and it's been really great. So I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much. And if you are struggling with things like this, if you are struggling with the, being wound up and tight and, frustrated, definitely reach out, guys, because it's helped me a lot. And look, I'm looking at starting a raw cow email system so you guys can send me an email anonymously or whatever. Like, I mean, it's anonymously as you can on an email. And I'll be happy to, address things that you have raised. But also, like I said, guys, feel free to share, feel free to comment down below, like, subscribe, whatever. Like, just do whatever's going to help you through this process. Take care of yourself. All right. I care about you all. And thanks very much for allowing me to have my moment. Take care, guys. Bye.